Welcome back to another episode of Point Blank. I'm Riley, once again joined by Gabrielle and Rachel. And before you ask, yes, we did plan to match. I feel like we look great.
I think so too.
I think we should do this every week.
I love this color coordination.
Yeah.
I do.
It's very nice.
Let's plan to do it every week.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's jump right into things. Kylie Jenner took to Instagram earlier this week and announced that her son Wolf is no longer named Wolf. She posted on her Instagram story and said, quote, FYI, our son's name isn't Wolf anymore. We just really didn't feel like it was him. Just wanted to share because I keep seeing it everywhere. How do you just change your baby's name?
That's
like,
power.
Because you're Kylie Jenner, yes, but what?
It's so bizarre to me. That was the last thing I saw coming. And I feel like they had it planned out through the whole pregnancy that it was going to be Wolf because in her video that she posted on Instagram, that caption to our son, she was like, I've been craving red meat throughout my whole pregnancy, like every single day, and then winked. And so insinuating, like wolf, red meat, which is kind of disturbing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know why why. Did you hear that rumor that Tammy, that person that she has like beef with, also named her son Wolf? So I was thinking maybe she changed it because of that. But I'm also wondering because we all guessed what we thought the baby's name was going to be. Now I'm wondering who's going to be right.
Well, do we think it's going to be one of the things that we guessed?
I think it's going to be a type of weather. I've been saying this.
That
I don't know what, but something like that.
Like sunny.
Like sunny,
Like thunder. I don't know.
hurricane,
Hurricane.
tornado. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. Because
Imagine it's like something like so basic, like Jack.
I know. Like that just would not fit in. But I did see something that they're like, oh, she's going to go back to Angel. Everybody said it's going to be Angel, and she's going to go back to that.
I never knew that was even a thing.
Yeah, because all of her sisters were commenting on the bottom of the Instagrams, like the Angel pictures.
Did you watch the video of To Our Son?
No.
In the video, they kept like everyone in the family took a selfie video and was like to the baby, and like no one ever said to the new baby boy. Like, I wonder how long they knew about it too. Like maybe it was just a random name. I know two people that I know they didn't know what they were gonna look like. Like she said, he doesn't look like a wolf, but they usually don't give a name. They decide a name first.
Yeah.
Like my friend Abby was gonna be like something else, like Annie, and then she came out and they're like, she's an Abigail, but she didn't have a name for like 3 days.
I feel like I don't like when you see a baby, how are you like, that is Dakota? Like,
I guess when it's your own, I don't know.
Like obviously there's names that you like. It's not just they come out and be like, oh my God, hello, that's their name. Like you have names that you like, and I guess like the name might not fit them, but I don't know. I feel like it's hard to determine that when they're a baby.
You know what though? I feel like Kylie's in the spotlight for one thing after the other. So once Wolf was finally here, like she had to do something
She's
again.
like, how do I stay?
Yeah.
And
How do I
everybody's
stay
like,
relevant?
Yeah.
How do I say the focus of the attention?
So if you were to rename Wolf, what would you name it? Him?
I'm not joking. Thunder. I think it's cool.
I actually think that's cool too.
I don't know.
But maybe you said Jack, but Travis's name. No, listen.
Okay.
Travis's
Yeah, I
name
get
is
what you're
Jax
going there.
Webster
Yes.
the third. So maybe he would
Cactus
want to
Jack,
have
you
like
know.
imagine cactus, but they would never.
I don't know about
think.
that.
I
But
think
maybe
it's
it'll
definitely
be the
going
third
to be
or fourth.
something nature, weather,
I think so
animal.
too. Do you know that story?
Are those your name options or like the categories?
No, but like the category.
Stormy's
Come here,
name
weather.
was going to be Mariposa, which means butterfly
Yes.
in Spanish, but then they changed it to Stormy. So I think that they're going to try to stick with the theme. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Maybe
feel like
not
Sunny would
Thunder,
be
but-
the only one that makes sense, but I feel like that's such like a dog name.
I know.
Yeah.
But they named him Wolf, so,
Wolf, so we're
they'll do anything.
I
Yeah.
never, from the beginning, and not that I'm any relevance to say this, but Wolf always seemed weird to me.
I
Like,
was
I
like,
wasn't
that's. I know there's some of the names that they did. Like, I love North. I think that's such a cute name. But like, Psalm.
I like
and,
Saint.
Saint is good. Chicago, like, they're all things that you would never name a child.
This is off topic. Why is North North? Like I know Chicago, that's where Kanye was born and raised.
Probably because their last name is West, and they're like, oh, fun, quirky, Northwest. Like, I don't know why else
I don't
they
know
would
why
do
else
it.
either.
Interesting.
That is
I don't
interesting.
really like that name. I think it's weird.
There's always meaning behind the name for Kim, I think. So,
Yeah.
but
know.
North, I guess.
Maybe
I
it's
don't know.
find
North
out.
Star.
All right. Well, I guess we'll put our money on Thunder.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You heard it
Woo!
here first.
Just because Sunny's a little.
I like
Little.
Sunny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, it is the era of terminating conservatorships because Amanda Bynes just announced that her 9-year conservatorship has finally come to an end. Amanda's mother was the sole conservator over her and supervised her finances and basically everything else. I had no idea that she was in a conservatorship.
That's what I was gonna say. No clue until today.
Well, like when it came out that she was trying to terminate her conservatorship, I was like, oh, I didn't know. So like I knew today, but like Britney Spears was in her conservatorship for however long, and like obviously that was a dramatic situation. Nobody really knew Amanda Bynes was in a conservatorship, and like that makes me think like, are there other celebrities in conservatorships that we don't know about?
Thinking from that Amanda Bynes was the same girl from the Amanda Show. I'm not joking. When I was younger and I saw what she looked like then, I was so scared of her because she looked so different. She had a tattoo on her face. Like I genuinely did not recognize her. And I guess like being in a conservatorship like that, when someone basically has complete control over your life, you kind of go a little crazy.
Yeah.
I want to know why it took Britney Spears conservatorships this whole entire battle, like court case after court case after court case of like her trying to get this conservatorship to end, and then it finally ended. Amanda Bynes, it was like one court hearing, and then she's like, okay, it's done.
I think Amanda Bynes' mother, who had the conservatorship over her, immediately agreed. Like, didn't give her a hard time or like anything like that. So I think it was like.
She probably saw the hate that the Spears were getting.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
Also,
for
too,
that reason.
Britney's what, in her 50s or something like that?
I don't know. You're
But
aging her.
Am I?
You age everybody.
Do I?
Trisha Paytas, you thought was like 900.
She looks 900.
Oh.
Anyway, Britney is 50 or in her late 40s. I swear.
I want to say early 40s.
I would say
But-
early 40s too.
She like did thing after thing, song after song. Like she did a lot. Amanda Bynes after Disney, like she kind of stopped. You know how like Miley Cyrus had Hannah Montana, but then she started to sing. Like maybe there wasn't much of them to really take control over because she wasn't maybe bringing in a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
Yeah, 'cause
wasn't as popular
Britney
anymore.
Spears versus
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes
Big-
is a whole
big
different
gap.
thing.
Yeah.
She got stuck in Disney and never came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was Nick.
Nick.
I was-
Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for her because I feel like conservatorships, even though you don't know everybody's situation, like I just don't think they're necessary. So I'm happy she got out of it. But yeah, she's very different than what she used to be. I loved the Amanda Show.
I did not
loved it.
recognize her.
No.
I really didn't. She has dark black hair, nose ring, face tattoo. She had like very heavy eyeliner. Like I took like a.
Did she ever have like a mental breakdown?
I think
I
she's
don't
in it
know.
now.
Like I never remember. I never
think she's in it
remember
right
her
now.
like
I'm not
going off
joking.
the wagon and like going crazy where like it needed to be done.
Well,
I
that's what, like,
remember.
like you said, she kind of fell out of the spotlight. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's like, oh, what's Amanda Bynes doing
Yeah.
now? Like, she had the Amanda Show when she was like 12. And then what did she do after that?
Yeah.
Maybe that could have been something too, because a lot of Disney or Nickelodeon stars, when they do something, that's like them going through puberty and growing up. Maybe
Yeah.
like that took a big toll
And that,
on her.
like, that happens to kid stars. Like,
Maybe she
literally
knew how to
every
be a
single
kid.
kid star. When Miley Cyrus went through that whole phase,
Yeah.
like, everybody goes through that phase, so that was probably her phase. She
Yeah.
just kind of couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
Which is sad too.
But
That is sad.
it looks like she's getting out of it now, which is good. Good
Yeah.
for her.
Good for her.
Looking-
Finding herself.
Things are looking up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, now it's time to head over to Anna and Claire to hear all about the hot topics this week. Cool.
Now we're
You
doing.
put Bachelorette? Oh no, they did.
They're doing Bachelorette. We still have to do our second one. Yeah.
Anna, were you? Well, I guess I'll learn. Were you expecting Susie? Rachel?
Why is there always a Rachel in The Bachelor?
There really is. Wait, I thought he was so cute in the beginning of the season, and now I'm like,
He looks like the guy from Monsters Inc.
Sully?
Mhm.
Interesting.
With the underbite.
Who are these people watching us?
Christina! That's my friend. Do you hear me? Oh, I see her waving. You can let her in. She won't talk.
No, she can come in. I don't care.
Yay, Christina! Do you hear me? Our whole house went to Prime, and she's like, "Is anyone here?" I was like, "Me, but I'm going to Point Blank." I was like, "You can come on the set if you want." Now?
She made it. Are we
No,
ready?
can you not stay in here,
My
please,
friends don't like
Christina? I'm gonna
bananas.
laugh. You could stay from the outside.
No, she could stay.
No, she
Don't-
can't. You know how I get.
Yeah, well, you're fine. All right, let's
Sit
let's
though,
roll.
so I don't see you. No videos, Christina.
Hey, you haven't embarrassed yourself yet.
This is the prank.
This is the prank. You brought them here.
I planned it. Circling back to the most famous family, the trailer of the new Kardashian family show, simply titled The Kardashians, was recently released, and these ladies are spilling some hot tea this time around. Let's take a look. Okay, we're gonna.
Putting a video.
So, what are your guys' first impressions of the trailer? I was not expecting. Okay. We're recording, right? Okay. What am I doing? Just saying, what are your?
Just say you start at the what are your guys' first
Okay. Whenever.
I need chapstick.
Okay, ready? Okay, so what are your guys' first impressions? I was not expecting any of that in the trailer, just because watching the show, like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians versus what they were showing in the trailer, I was like, oh, this actually will be two completely different shows.
Two things stuck out to me. Pete,
Feet.
when they said, "Kim, who you texting? Does his name rhyme with Pete? Feet?" And she was like, and then Kourtney and Travis trying for a baby.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Not so quick,
Same.
at least.
But
Yeah.
their whole relationship has been moving quick.
Yeah.
It has.
They have.
But Kourtney also would always say when she was talking with her sisters, they were like, oh, do you want to have any more kids? Blah, blah, blah. And she always said she wanted the father to be Scott. Just to make like things easier for the kids and like to keep the name, like whatever. Do you think she's just gonna like throw that out the window now that Travis is there?
I think 100%. I don't think
Me
she
too.
ever thought she was going to fall in love with someone else.
Yeah.
Same.
So I think like the picture and the whole plan she had out for her life has like completely changed.
Yeah.
Same. And that's
Yeah.
what happens when you least expect something. Like that's going to happen. Like they went from dating to engaged to now trying for a kid. I don't know if you saw, they were like, let's shut off the microphones, but I don't think that she was able to conceive naturally. So it looked like they were
Oh.
doing something like in vitro or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because she's kind of getting older. I mean, not like
Look
Gabrielle's.
who's aging. So
Yeah.
Well, I would say she's like 40. You would
Yeah,
say she's
no,
like
she's-
70.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like she's kind of like her kids are getting older. She's getting older. She's just in this new relationship. I feel like that's probably not the best decision for her.
Well,
I mean,
she's-
she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, just for her
She's
family.
in the honeymoon phase.
I know.
Yeah.
Also, too, Travis has 2 or 3 of his own kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that are older than her kids.
Yeah.
So
That's going to be a big family.
Yeah.
big family.
I want to know like why. Do you think that, like, I feel like they're doing it because obviously they're in the honeymoon phase, but like if they have a kid, like they'll be more prone to stay together.
You know what? That's what I was going to say too. Is that they're both coming from 2 separate marriages with 7 different kids in total. I feel like to make their family complete, that's what they probably want, to be the mother and father of their own kid.
Yeah.
I know. I'm looking forward if they do
Yeah.
have a baby.
I know. I think that'll be a big.
I really like
That would
Kourtney
be
as a
big
mom.
deal.
Yeah, I think Courtney's a good mom too.
Me too. Another thing I want to mention is Kendall. She's usually not in it a lot. Like I feel like I know her the least,
Yeah.
and it looked like she was going to be in it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because she wasn't in the show, but she's like my least favorite. I don't have a problem with her, but I think she's just there. I
Yeah.
feel like so if this show does focus more on her and like her like whether it's her career or like her love life, like I feel like nobody ever knows about Kendall Jenner's love life.
Well, you know what though? You know how all the other ones are moms, and like we kind of get to see
Yeah.
them grow. Like Kendall's still figuring herself out. Like, yes, she has modeling. She has a new boyfriend. So maybe like we're gonna see like a little bit more into her life.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know her personality.
No.
And maybe too, they'll show 818, like her as a businesswoman.
Yeah. Well, that's what the show wants to focus on, like all of their businesses. And like
Interesting.
Kim was saying in an interview, she was like, I want this show to be, or we wanted this show to be like each of the sisters as individuals, not us all coming together and sitting over lunch talking about our problems. We want to show you our problems.
I think that's smart. I never watched the show before. I would watch like episodes here and there, but I was never intrigued to like go back and watch it. I don't know if it's now I'm just like more involved into the whole Kardashian family
Yeah.
and all their drama, but it just seems like such a better show. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
More
What?
importantly, what do you feel about Pete potentially being in it?
I hope he is.
Me too.
I think
He
I think
is.
he's gonna be so funny if he's in it. I really want to see like the behind the scenes of that relationship because yes, we know they're dating, but everybody's like, oh, is this a publicity stunt? Oh, are they doing this to cover up for Astroworld? Are they doing this because of that? Like everyone has so much to say about it. So I want to see that relationship in like genuine
Me too.
Yeah.
whatever.
I think a lot of people thought it was a fling because of the whole like Kim hosting SNL.
Yeah.
But if I watched her like 25-minute episode of Ellen, and she's like, I have so many pictures of Pete and I that I want to post. So like, it's a real relationship.
Yeah.
And she said, it took me 40 years to finally find my happiness, and I did. So
Aw,
like, she
good for
admitted to
her.
like really, really liking him.
Yeah. You could tell she's like glowing. In her
She
Ellen
is.
interview, she was just smiling every time she was talking about
I know.
him.
She looked so like shy about it too. Like she was
Yeah.
like trying not to.
And
smile.
then when she would like talk about Kanye, it was like, this is Kanye.
Yeah.
But now she's like actually showing her personality. And I think that Kanye really restricted her in a lot of things. So I'm
I think
really
so,
happy
too.
for her.
Even
And
though
what do you? Sorry.
you go.
What about the whole Pete getting tattoos of her?
Did you hear that?
I
And,
saw
like-
Kim on his chest.
Yes,
Was there
and
more?
he got my girl was a lawyer.
which is so cute.
And when
Oh
she
my
was talking
God.
about it, she was
She's
trying
like-
so hard. She was like, yeah, and like trying not to laugh, and it was
Okay.
adorable.
And it was also like a branding.
Yeah, branding, which is like burnt skin that like,
Okay.
Which is strange.
I love them, and I love them both individually. But did he not learn his lesson with getting tattoos of his
With
girlfriends?
Ariana,
But
right?
he had said that he just has so many that
That's
it's just
what
like
she
a
said.
story of his life. So
Oh,
it's like
okay.
no matter like what's going on in his life, he's gonna get tattoos about it.
That's kind of cool, actually.
So he doesn't like regret like past ones.
Well, he covered up the one with
Well,
Ariana.
What
yeah,
did
that
he
one
have
was a
with
little-
her?
He got the little dangerous woman bunny behind his ear,
Yeah.
and he just turned it into a black heart. That makes me think that their relationship ended badly.
Yeah. I mean, I think it definitely did.
Well, I guess the branding is more permanent though, because that's
Yeah.
like your skin; it can't be like removed.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's pretty
What do
bold,
you guys
yeah.
think of the TikTok sound that's going around or it was not a TikTok sound, it was a video. And Kim Kardashian says, get your effing ass
And work.
butt up and work.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work these days, and everybody's like, Kim Kardashian saying this. Like, Kim Kardashian, of all people, saying nobody wants to work. What do you guys think of that?
I heard you say this on your podcast that you don't like when people talk badly about the Kardashians because they have no talent. And this actually made me laugh. You were like,
We got a fan over
You were
here.
like- I'm listening to it's in the car today. You were like, people are like, why are they hiring nannies? Like, why don't they raise their own kids? And you're like, well, sorry, they have 6 other businesses.
Yeah.
And I think that clip of her saying, get your and work
Yeah.
is perfect because they're so busy. And like I said, this show's going to be their businesses, not just like their family
Yeah.
life. And I think like that is a lot of Kim's personality. And she is probably the biggest businesswoman out of all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe Kylie too, but.
Yeah. I don't know. I completely disagree with what everybody's saying about it.
I can understand where they're coming from. Did you guys see the tweet of the
It
response?
sounds hilarious.
Where she's like, I worked for Kim and like barely made enough money to like
Oh, I didn't see that.
support myself. So
That's sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
it was weird.
But I think they're alluding to the fact that like she kind of had an easy start.
yes.
But if you listen to the interview instead of just her saying that clip, you realize what she's talking about.
Yeah.
She's talking about starting a business. She's talking about how to own a business and working. Like
Yeah,
that's she's not just being
advice.
like, well, if you want to be rich, you need to work. Like
Yeah.
that's not what she said.
Well, they always say like something could be given to you, but in order for you to keep it and keep thriving, you need to keep growing and progressing. And I think like yes, the way she started was a rough, negative kind of start, but to what she's become now, like a multi-millionaire, billionaire, I think.
Billionaire.
billionaire, yeah, her and Kylie. Like she's grown so much.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm proud of her. That's my girl.
I love her. She's my favorite.
Yes. As I'm sure we all know, Rihanna is pregnant, and fans are convinced that it is a baby girl. Rihanna was spotted shopping in Target looking in the baby clothes section, picking out dresses for her soon-to-be first child. Okay, so this is kind of an underwhelming gender reveal for her.
I know.
Yeah.
This is her first kid. She's obviously never been a mother before. And I also feel like Rihanna's so down to earth. One, her shopping in Target. Yes,
Yeah.
I know she said she was dressed head to toe in designer, I'm sure. One, her shopping in Target, like an ordinary person. And she came from nothing. I think she's from Barbados. She's always been so humble
Yeah.
about where she's grown up and where she's come from that I feel like everything to her is not a big deal. Like, think about the Kardashians. Like, what's the name? What's the gender? Like, to her, I think even her announcing the baby, it was like
Yeah.
her pregnant in the streets of New York. It was like surprise. Like
Yeah.
it was. I feel like that's just the way she is.
Yeah.
I think she's the type of person that just isn't planning on make like a big deal about anything. Like whenever like she comes out with like new music, it's not like yes, it's a big deal because her fans make it a big deal. But she's always like in interviews, she's like, yeah, I'll come out with music at some point. Like,
Yeah, and I
yeah,
want to
she's
see how
so-
she reacts if she ever comes out with new music because
Yeah.
everybody's like, where's your next album? It's been 6 years, it's been however long.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing about her. And so she'll be like, oh, she'll have this baby. If she ever makes the album, she'll be like, oh, yeah, like I just released this album. Like,
yeah.
no, like,
Like-
everyone's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
You know what though?
What?
This is cringe. I don't even know if it's gonna make sense. But when someone has writer's block, or for me, like when I can't pick up my book, I like have to be inspired by something.
Like a magazine.
So maybe her giving birth, yes, like hypo. Maybe her giving birth will give her some sort of inspiration
Yeah.
of what she wants, or like her new relationship,
Yeah.
like all of that.
She can
Yeah.
write about her kids. She can write about, apparently they're engaged.
I was
That's
just
what
gonna
I
say
was
that.
Are they engaged?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that
And
makes
another thing
sense.
that she isn't going to make a huge announcement.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just going to see one day.
Yeah.
Like she's getting married soon.
Yep.
That's
Just
what I
gonna be
really
like,
like
what?
about her though. Like, she's iconic,
Yeah.
but she does everything for herself.
Yeah.
She does.
Like everything about her is like self-appreciation. Like she doesn't want to please everyone. I was telling Riley before, I don't know if you were in the room, I saw a TikTok about her. Like I guess she was going to a red carpet and she like obviously and evidently had her baby bump out. And she showed up like a few minutes, hours late, and a fan or like a paparazzi was recording her, and they were like, Rihanna, you're late. And she was like, no shit. Because she's obviously pregnant. But like, I just think she does everything for herself on her own time. And that's what I've always liked
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. She's very humble, but still want the album.
There's one thing I feel bad for. You know how like Drake has been put in the friend zone by her?
Yeah.
So many times like at award shows, try to kiss her, like flirt with her, and she's like, I'm good. I wonder like what he is feeling right now.
Well, he needs to get the hint. If she
Yeah.
doesn't want to be with you, like relax.
Exactly.
Don't be going trying to kiss her at award shows or
Yeah.
like.
But wouldn't you be gutted if you
I
were
mean,
trying for someone
yeah.
and the next thing you're pregnant and engaged? I'd be like, I'm disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like,
I mean,
suck.
I would be upset as well, but also he can relax.
That's also
Yeah.
true. He was being a little much.
yeah.
was.
But I don't know. I just can't picture also someone like not being into Drake. I don't know.
I would pick Drake over ASAP Rocky.
Really?
Yeah. Would you not?
Would you?
I love ASAP Rocky and her together.
I do
think
like
I
them
would
together.
I
pick
love
Drake
them.
too. I think
I
I
don't
would.
know. I'm not
Wait,
that big a
this
fan
is
of
for
Drake.
you, not
Yeah.
for Rihanna.
Oh.
no,
yeah.
I'd still go ASAP Rocky.
I would
Really?
do Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's
I find
made
him more
public
attractive.
effort for her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And they have songs together. Maybe she'll have ASAP Rocky on her new album.
Oh,
That
collab.
would be amazing.
He will have. He has to convince her because she won't do it.
Well,
I think, yeah.
I think he would be like in her song, not
Yeah.
her and his.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But he still has to convince her to do it. Like
Yeah.
you need. Everyone wants an album, right?
And you know what
Yeah.
though? Motherhood is different from everyone. She She might want to take a complete break.
She's been on a
She-
break
yeah.
for 6 years.
I just don't see her coming out with music
No,
anytime soon.
She has a family now. I think she's done.
And
Yeah.
Fenty Beauty, which is
Which
getting
is successful.
huge
Mm-hmm.
and is huge already.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her, but sad we didn't get another album.
What
Yeah.
if they named the kid Diamond?
Oh.
No, but she's
Shines
like
out like a
so
diamond?
nonchalant too that she wouldn't do
Probably gonna be like Sarah.
anything related to her
Sarah.
music. That's gonna be a baby
or
name
like
that I'm
Melody.
really excited for. That's
Oh
pretty.
yeah, I'm excited.
Because they're both
for it.
artists.
I don't think it's gonna have to do anything with music.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think it might be. Yeah, I don't think it'll have to do anything with music.
Maybe it's like her mother's name.
I was
I
gonna
think
say
it's
I
gonna
think
be
she might
something
like
like
connect
family.
with her culture.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
actually true.
Yeah,
I don't
see
care
doing
about
that.
Kylie's name. I want to know Rihanna's.
Yeah,
Me too.
really.
Yeah.
I want to know if it's a boy or girl too.
Yes. Well, that is all for entertainment this week, but now it's time to head over to a brand new face on Point Blank for this week's game show.
Welcome to this week's game show. My name is Josh Jacks, and I am so excited to be joining the hosts of Point Blank for this week's game show.
We're excited to have you.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Nice to have a fresh face
Oh.
on screen. You know?
I'm more than excited.
Yeah.
Tonight's game is called 5 Words, and this is how it works. Each contestant will be given either a celebrity, event, movie, or TV show, and they will have to describe it to the other contestants in 5 words or less without saying the word or name of the answer. Whichever contestant gets it right will get a point. Riley, we'll be starting with you.
Cool. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
So you know the answer.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to, Gab.
Okay.
Okay. 5 words. Let's see. I can use names, right? A name is technically a word.
I'm
just
sure
not,
that'd be
just
fine.
not their
Yeah.
name. Kanye.
Kim Kardashian.
Correct. Did you see it?
Wow.
No, come on.
That's what I was
That's so
saying.
easy.
They are behind you.
Yeah. I should
No,
have
I
hit it a
was-
little
No,
more.
check the footage. My eyes were over here.
All right,
Just wanna,
Gab.
like, look.
Oh, come on. Judges,
The Voice.
Wednesday
Wait, those are
nights,
coaches.
celebrities, partners.
I think that's 5.
Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
You guys seem so surprised I got it right.
I thought it was hard.
Okay. Royal.
Bridgerton.
England.
Yeah, Bridgerton?
No.
No.
Prince Harry.
Queen
No.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, on fire.
So I keep it, right?
Yeah, we're slacking, guys. We're letting the newbies show us
I
up.
know.
Yeah,
feel like-
really.
I saw the
Oh,
list
that's
before the show. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Bachelor. Married.
Oh, wow.
All right, come on. None of the recent people have been.
Yeah, true.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like nobody
Cassie.
I've watched.
Colton.
Recently married.
Hold on,
He
hold
just
on.
got married.
I thought engaged.
No,
I
he's
thought
engaged. He's not
Okay.
married.
Okay.
Wait, really?
That's what threw me off.
Oh, I'm thinking
Still a
of.
good.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Ooh, I really love this one. Okay. Celebrities, fashion, red carpet, paparazzi, annual.
Met Gala.
Nice, Riley.
That was good.
Nice, thanks.
Could have been a couple games. All right, here we
That one got me
go.
excited.
Streaming, TV shows, movies, Red.
Netflix.
There you go.
Oh.
I didn't know.
I needed more
I didn't know it was
information.
going to be like a service. I thought it was a specific thing.
I didn't want to give it away right away.
Okay. No looking.
I'm not.
We're not looking.
Oh, oh, dang. Okay. Christmas. Singer.
Mariah Carey.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought it was
suck
going to
at
be a
this
movie
game.
at first.
That was a lot of ones.
We're pretty good at this.
I know.
I feel like we're doing pretty
Yeah.
well as a
We're doing
group.
really well.
Okay. Pink. Puppy.
Paris Hilton.
Oh, I was gonna say
Oh,
that.
that was a good guess.
House. Ken.
Barbie.
Barbie.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna say Elle Woods.
I'm just too slow. Gotta
It's
pick up
okay.
my speed.
I just don't trust myself.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong thing. Okay. Men. Competition. Woman. Woman.
Bachelorette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woman.
Emphasis on the N, not the
I
E.
don't want to say woman, so it's like multiple,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I thought men was your first word, not like love, rose.
That would have made more
Only
sense.
one.
Dudes.
Oh,
Will you accept
okay.
this rose?
Oh.
What do we
Sorry.
mean?
TV show. Well, that's technically 2 words, but show. Group. Ross.
Friends.
Friends.
Yes.
I got that
I
one.
think that was you.
No.
I think that was you.
Yeah.
See? You just have to get confidence. That's all.
This is so random. God, what do I even say for this? Okay. Billy Ray Cyrus as like someone to associate.
Miley Cyrus?
No.
No,
Hit song.
Is it Hannah Montana?
I want to say him, but I don't want to be wrong.
Dolly Parton?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
I've already been wrong twice. Just try it.
Yeah.
Musician. Male.
Oh. I don't know his name.
Blake Shelton.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
I was like, who did you sing with?
Interesting.
I was like, okay.
Interesting.
I was
I
like,
think of
what
like
do
an
I even
ex-boyfriend
say
or something.
for that?
Oh, we still got a decent amount more. Let's go.
I don't know who's winning.
All right, I'm going 4 words in a row right here. You get a car.
Oprah.
Oprah, yeah. You said it first.
Ellen. Close enough.
Okay. Awards. Singing.
Grammys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, is nobody gonna
I
get
was like,
that?
why
I
did
was
nobody
really
say
scared
it
to
yet?
Be wrong on that one.
Wow, guys, lucky me. Last one.
Oh.
5-1. Or no, 5-3. Didn't know this.
What?
What?
In
Are those your
reference to
5
height?
words? Yeah.
Musical. Childhood.
High School Musical.
Were you saying that they were
Basketball.
Troy Bolton?
Zac Efron.
Five? He's 5'3".
He's 5'7" or something.
That's a big
difference.
5'3" is
Well-
very short.
That's all.
Is that all?
That's all.
That's all.
Oh, you
Do we have a winner?
Not me.
I don't know. I feel like Claire kind of grabbed a few back
I
there.
think you had one more than me.
Were you keeping track?
Maybe. No,
Oh.
I wasn't. But I feel like I definitely did not win.
We can tie.
We'll call it a tie. Very fair. And that'll be all for this week's episode of Point Blank. Be sure to like and subscribe and tune in every week for a new episode. We will see you next time.
Hello and welcome back to Hot Topics. I'm joined by Anna, and today we are super excited because we are finally here to talk about the finale of The Bachelor. Clayton walked away from the season finale without a fiance, but in the end, Clayton returned to the After the Final Rose special with a girlfriend. So, I don't know how I feel about this because, spoiler alert, it was Susie who he came back with, but there was like this whole thing with the fantasy suites. Susie left, then she came back, then he proposed, then she said no, and then she was his girlfriend at the thing. So what do you think about her coming back to him?
The entire thing just seemed so, I know that it's reality TV and it's all staged, whatever, but I just couldn't get over how fake it all seemed to me.
Yeah.
Even like their People magazine shoot, I was like, really? Like I just felt like it was so forced. And I read something once that ABC has those women and The Bachelor himself like under contract for like a certain amount of time. So I was always wondering if them like if they were like, well, he has to end up with someone, so they like had her come back.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I personally didn't like her really ever the whole time. Like she was definitely not my favorite, but I don't know. I definitely did not see that coming, but when it did happen, I was like, this seems very predictable and fake.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, are you serious? Because when I was watching it with my friend, and she was staying there, and he's like, well, is there like ever a chance? Like, is this like completely done, or is there like ever a chance? And she was like, I feel like this is done.
Like we're done.
You're talking about Susie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, like go girl.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and I'm like, wait, are you serious?
I know. That's why I feel like it had to have been like the
Yeah.
show being like, come on. I also read something else that said that if they stay engaged or stay together for a certain amount of time, they get to keep the really, really expensive ring that they get for free. Oh yeah, it's so messed up. There's a lot
Gosh,
that
I would
I
do it too.
have learned about that show that I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. But yeah,
Wow.
so basically I'm like, are they staying together just so like they can have the ring? Because have we ever had a bachelor like end up alone, like at the end of the show?
No.
I don't think we
I
have.
don't think.
Like he's
my
always ended up with
gosh.
someone, and then they always break up, and you always hear
Wow.
about it like a couple months later to a year, and it's like done.
But, like,
every single
Okay,
time.
like I get the idea, like, oh, you get something out of it if you do
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, that's like devoting part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And like you have to like make it all up on social media and everything. I don't know. I don't know if I could do
And
that.
for that amount of time, think about it. Like they filmed that show, so like they had been together at this point for months.
Yeah.
So they're like sequestered for however long and can't be seen because it would spoil the show if people saw them in public. And I'm like, imagine how long they're really faking this for, because now they're
Yeah.
even making TikToks and stuff. I don't know if you've seen.
Yes, I
But
did.
they're like making all these little TikToks, and I'm like, guys, this is like this might be the fakest one yet for me.
Yeah, especially like I feel like when TikTok is your main social media presence
Mm-hmm.
after your like finale, I feel like that's where it's like, all right, this
That's
is
where we have to
kinda
grow
weird.
up a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
like they're just like dancing around together and like cute, I guess, but also like
Mm-hmm.
they know that their relationship is not loved.
Yeah.
So I feel like to go out there and be like, we're just gonna dance anyway, like it's, I don't know.
I'm like,
That
you're gonna
does
have to
seem
do a
pretty
little bit
fake.
more to prove it to me than some
Yeah.
TikTok dances.
Wow,
little
that
bit more.
completely changed my perspective.
Yeah, that I never had that perspective on it in the past. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
really into like Ben's season and Nick's season. I think were the two that I like really watched like every Monday
Yeah.
night, like devoted to watching it. And I was like super into it. I remember on Ben's season I predicted like that on night one who would win, and I was right and
my
whatever. So I
gosh.
was like, no, it's totally real.
Yeah.
But after the past couple seasons, I've been like, you know what? I feel like this is getting tired. And maybe
Yeah.
they started out a lot more real, but I feel like they're pushing it a little bit too hard now.
Yeah, I also feel like maybe I just like like maybe I was just also blinded by stuff and like was missing the point. But like Nick's season is one that I also was her name Vanessa? Yes, that was one where I was like, oh my god.
Yes,
and then
I
when they
loved
broke up, I
them
was
together. I was so
heartbroken.
sad.
And I feel like I just remember like those like that time ago. I think it always ended in happiness.
Yeah,
Like it
and
was
they
never
brought him
like,
on.
we're just gonna date and see how it goes. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it always was
They were
an engagement.
engaged.
So now the fact that it's not, it's like maybe they're desperate to
Yeah.
get something to happen at the
Yeah.
end. So maybe it's like a new thing.
Yeah, but like they still have this like proposal thing every single
yeah.
year, but I feel like the past 3 years it hasn't ended in like an actual engagement. Like they haven't even pretended to make it seem like it was an actual engagement. They're just like
Yeah.
together at the end. I don't know. It's very weird to me, but every single year that the host is always like, this is the most dramatic season
Oh my
yet,
gosh,
and it's the
I'm
same
so
thing.
tired of hearing it because it is the same thing. And I'm like, she's gonna say no, and then she's gonna say yes, and then 3 months from now they're gonna break up, and I'm gonna be like, why did I follow this?
Yeah, and like she wasn't even the only girl that did that. Like said no and came back. Like what was the brunette's name? The one in the top three.
Wait, was it? Which one was Gabby? Which one was Rachel?
I think Rachel was the blonde. Oh, I don't know if I'm right.
I like
I
forget.
think Rachel was the blonde.
I think so.
But
I
if
think
I'm
so.
the brunette,
Yes.
she also did like tried to walk away, and he convinced her to come back.
Yeah.
And
After
I was
he was
like-
like, first of all, you don't chase after somebody and then be like, actually, I love this person. I want to be with this person. Like if you chase after someone else, it's
Yeah.
like when you do that, for example, like, I don't know, there's been seasons where people will like chase after someone and then that's the person they end up with.
Yeah.
If you chase after someone else, but then you end up with another person that you also chase after, it's like,
Yeah.
that's the other reason why I'm like fake.
Well, that's again like where I look to like, did the producer be like, get back here? Like, no, because the blonde girl, like she didn't want to be the last one left. Like she honestly wasn't even
Yeah.
thrilled about the only other person. Like she would have won by default, at that
Yeah.
point she was just like, I don't want to win by default. Like I want him to pick me over the other people here and not just
Yeah.
be the last one, you know, because
Standing.
everyone else decided
Yeah.
to leave, which I agree. Like I wouldn't want that either.
No.
So I'm like, it would have ruined the entire show if, like in that moment, she had the brunette girl had left.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's Rachel and which one's
Yeah,
Gabby's.
I don't
wanna
even remember at
mix
this
up the
point because they
names.
all blend together.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever.
There's always like 12 Hannahs
Yeah.
on every season.
I just want to I just want to know what happens. Like, what is production doing?
I don't know.
Because, like, I always, when I'm watching it, I'll literally be like, "Ah, I wonder if someone was like, hey,
Did you watch The
Listen.
Women Tell All?
no, I didn't.
Oh my
I
gosh.
completely skipped that
It
episode.
was crazy. I
Really?
recommend going back and watching it because it was just
Okay.
very entertaining. They were screaming at each other.
Oh my gosh.
It was
It's-
great.
That kind of drama is like, I literally rip my hair out the whole time, but also I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. I'm like, that didn't seem scripted to me unless
Mm-hmm.
the producers just simply told them like amp it up because
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was really,
Oh my
really good though.
gosh, I have to go back and watch it.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of all this Bachelor drama, the next Bachelorette has been announced, and it's not one but two Bachelorettes, Rachel and Gabby from Clayton's season. But their seasons come with a twist, as it was revealed that their seasons will be combined. What did you think about this news?
Okay, I'm sitting there and I'm watching them, and they're like, we're besties, like we
Yeah.
love each other, like, which is great. Like they are very close, and they also, I'm sure, bonded over like that mutual experience.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like acting like we're such best friends, whatever. And then it's like, well, you're gonna be fighting for the same guys. And I was like,
I know.
We're not gonna be best friends
apparent-
anymore.
I didn't know this. Apparently that there has been a season with two Bachelorettes before.
Really?
I didn't know that. I saw that somewhere on social media and it was like, well, we saw
Yeah.
how that went the first time. And then I looked a little bit more into it and
Interesting.
apparently they fell in love with the same guy, which like, duh, of course.
Oh.
But like, I don't know if that's true. That's what I saw somewhere. Not everything on social media is obviously true.
Yeah.
But I could very well see that being the case. Even if that hasn't
Yeah.
happened before, I feel like that is pretty bound to happen, especially
Yeah.
to make it good TV, even if it wasn't even real. But I was happy to see that they seem to have a genuine friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure like bonding over the trauma that was the end of that season,
Yeah.
like definitely was real. And I really like both of them. Like I didn't have an issue with either one of them on the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
season. I thought that they were really funny. And I loved when the one was like, when he was like, can I walk you out? And she was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh my
was
God,
the
I
best
loved
part.
that. I was
That was
like,
so
if she
funny.
brings that energy onto her Bachelorette
Yeah.
season, it'll be a really entertaining thing to watch.
Yeah, I also think like I guess it's like in like kind of a sick way, but I'm sure they're like these girls are like really close. So putting them in a season together, like imagine sitting down with your best friend. You're like, so who do you like? And they
Yeah,
say the
and
person
this-
that you're looking
And
at.
you're like, well,
it's just
funny
like
you say that. Mm-hmm.
awkward, and like then it's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I just feel like there's no good way for that to end.
yeah. I'm hoping that maybe since there's going to be so many guys, like I don't know if they're planning on having more guys because there's two of them or if they're going
Yeah.
to stick with the same amount, but like there's so many, maybe I don't know. But then what good TV is that?
Yeah.
If they fall in love with different guys, then like
How many people are usually there? Like how many contestants? 20? It's more than 20.
I don't know. On the
40?
first night, I feel like it's maybe 20. I feel like that because
Maybe 30.
they each
I don't
I don't
know.
know. But they all have their own little testimonials in the beginning, and I feel like more than 20 would be really pushing it. But I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it is 20. For some reason, I just feel like it's more.
But he always sends home at least like 3 to 5 on the first night,
Yeah.
and it's always the girls that like never talk to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Interesting. I'm excited to see what will happen, but I'm also like nervous for like them
I know.
because there's no way that goes well.
But as I was saying before, like I feel like they're really the Bachelor, the Bachelorette, whatever. They're really pushing it now. Like they're getting to the point where maybe they should think about like
Yeah.
everyone's stopping believing them at this
Yeah.
point. And so I'm glad that they're doing something different because I plan on watching this season, and I, to be honest, have not watched a Bachelorette season in a really long time.
Yeah, I have not either. Katie's. Well, I watched Katie's, but then before that, I think the last one I saw was like Rachel Lindsay.
That was mine too. That was like the last one that I saw, and I
Yeah.
don't even think I saw it full
in
out.
full, yeah.
But so I'm excited. I definitely will be watching this because I think it'll be interesting, but who knows?
We'll have to see. Lots of Bachelor drama going on
Mm-hmm.
right now, but on to a different show about finding love. Shake from Love is Blind Season 2 has introduced his new girlfriend on Instagram, writing, quote, "Good things come to those who don't settle." All right. Your face says it all. But like, what does that mean? First of all, Shake obviously was a complete like narcissist, like so rude in the reunion episode. We saw his true colors. He did issue an apology. Fakest thing I've ever seen in my life.
He definitely like got a publicist, and she was like, maybe post.
Maybe post this.
Be
like,
like,
we
"I'm
don't want you
sorry,
to have
LOL."
complete hate. But like, literally faker than The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it. I'm like, whatever. Like, maybe there's some sincerity in there. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I never want to see him again on TV.
Right.
Then I see that he has this new girlfriend, and I'm like, whatever. And the comment on like the caption, don't settle. Like, settle for what? The like perfect woman that you were like so rude to, treated horribly, everyone in America loves.
That's
like,
and she said no to him
yeah.
on the altar. So
Like,
what are
is
you
he saying
settling
he's
for?
Settling for like, and his whole thing with her was like, I'm not physically attracted to her. Like, people have types. All right, first of all, you were on Love Is Blind. Like, and we already
like,
covered that.
It's
But,
the
like,
whole premise of the show. Like he didn't know
Yeah.
what show he was going on.
So like, there's no like settling. Like, that's what you're there for. And also, if it has to do with his lack of attraction to her, like, don't dig her that way. Like,
Of
it's not,
course,
that's like
yeah.
a dig. Like to
Yeah.
say like, oh, I wasn't attracted to her in that way, so we ended it. Like, all right, whatever. But like, don't say that was settling. Like, that's what I feel like he's alluding to. I know he didn't say that, but like,
No, but it was, I mean, just the comments that he made throughout the entire season to her and about her, it was very clear that his like number one thing in a relationship is like how she looks.
yeah.
And I'm like, once again, welcome to Love Is Blind. Like, I don't know what you thought you were getting into, but I feel like he was just so rude to her. And that Instagram post is like so just off-putting in so many ways and probably made her feel horrible.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why he thought that would help his case, because people hated him when he came off the show.
Yeah,
Now they
and-
extra hate him now.
Exactly. Like, when you say that, you're obviously referencing something.
Right.
And in this specific thing, like, the normal saying would be, good things come to those who wait. And in his caption, he wrote, good things come to those who wait, but wait was like crossed out. And then it said, good things come to those who, and then he added like, don't settle. So that's the other thing that I'm like,
If he had just said
What?
like good things come to those who wait, like everyone would have given it
I
like
guess
one
you're
of
like
like
waiting for your partner.
like an eye roll. Like it would have
whatever.
gotten an eye roll, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't have gotten the like the hate that
Yeah.
it's getting, because he had to be like, don't settle.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's just off about it. Nobody likes him.
No.
Like, even Nick and Vanessa Lachey, who are like the hosts of the season, did not like him. Like, literally attacked him, which was like really funny to see from hosts, because usually they just kind of sit back and they like
Have to be unbiased.
rag on the drama. They're
yeah.
like, so why do you think that? Like,
Right.
but this was like, they attacked him too. So it's like, no one likes you. And like, you're announcing this new relationship and you make a point to address your past one, which it's very obvious you were the one that did all the wrong.
Yeah.
So,
And like you
Don't
can
know what
watch
that
it
means.
back and see very clearly. Like if you watch that back and you're like, yeah, that like I was right, like you're a sociopath. Like that's
exactly.
crazy.
And like, don't apologize and then bring it back up. Like,
Yeah.
if his apology was sincere, he would not reference his past that was in the public eye at all.
Or shade her in any way, shape,
Yeah.
or form ever again, or even like speak on her name. Like
Yep.
you apologize to her, you're done, move on. People are
Yep.
still not gonna like you, but at least you gave it some sort of closure.
Yeah, and don't look for clout with your new relationship
Yeah.
reveal. Like,
Yeah.
I get it, like if you're dating, you're gonna post like whatever, but to have that caption with that photo, it's like you're asking for the attention about your new relationship in regards to your old one.
And after the way he was attacked on the reunion, you would think that he would have learned his lesson just a little bit about
Yeah. Like,
respecting
aren't you
them.
embarrassed? Like,
Apparently
I
he
would,
is
I would
not
be embarrassed if that was me, and like that's how I reacted, and then that's how I continued to respond about my life after.
Yeah. I just don't know where they find these people.
I know.
Like, he's
It's crazy. I'm like, these people don't exist.
I
But like,
know.
that's something where it's like, okay, this production was not fake. And even everybody on the cast was like, this was a watered down version of how bad you are.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, that's where like sometimes on The Bachelor and other shows like this, like I feel like I call The Bachelor out for being fake like all the time.
yeah.
Which that's just my assumption based on what I see. And I always feel like there's always a villain in the show.
Yeah.
And there's always like they always pin somebody to be the villain, to be like the troublemaker, stir the pot, whatever, which is great. It makes great
Yeah.
TV. But I agree. Like I think that I think he's just like that.
Yep.
Which is scary that people like that do exist.
I know.
And just the comments that he made towards her was like not only disrespectful towards her, but disrespectful to just women in general.
Yeah.
And it was just really disappointing to see the apology, which like nobody believed anyway. It's not like anyone thought that he was some kind of model
Like,
citizen
suddenly sincere.
after
Yeah.
that. But then just to see him revert back to being shady is like,
Yeah. Like,
Well,
what can you do?
yeah. That is all the time we have for Hot Topics today, but we have more for you back with entertainment.